Girl, you find past sunset for quite a sky. FlowFM they play, I no go lie. Your ways they move to the rhythm I supply. Be sweet for body or more, I know 59.
Turn me on with the melody. FlowFM, you be remedy. No station fee compete, you be energy when the DJ drop on me the internet.
Flow it up, Ilorin no they stop, never stop. 92.7 turn it up, light it up. FlowFM baby body non stop.
Boy, you sweet like we can groove. FlowFM they play, I like your move. If you like say you sabi every tune. From a day wale to so be moon.
Hey.
FlowFM in the mix tonight.
Hey, FlowFM in the mix tonight.
FlowFM 92 we the rule the night.
Hey, FlowFM we the rule the night.
FlowFM 92 we the rule the night.
Flow it down, flow it down.
Ilorin no they stop, never stop. We're going like it up.
Light it up. FlowFM baby body non stop,
Never stop.
From sunrise to midnight and beyond, one station keeps you locked in. No matter where you are, non-stop vibes, non-stop hits. This is FlowFM 92.7.
Good morning, Ilorin. You know what time it is. Wake up with us and get your day started right.
We've got the hottest headlines, trending topics, and the music you love back to back.
You already know we keep it fun, fresh, and real. Mid-mornings with us, you won't want to miss it.
We bring the energy, the laughs, and of course the tunes that gets you through the day.
Afternoon on FlowFM is where the culture lives. Music, entertainment, and all the gist that you need.
And if it's trending, you already know we're talking about it.
Stay locked in, Ilorin. It's FlowFM, baby.
The night's young, the vibes are right, and we are flowing past midnight. You ready to chill? Let's go.
Listen anytime, anywhere. Stream us live, call us, send us a WhatsApp message. We're just a tap away. FlowFM 92.7. My music, my radio.
From sunrise to midnight and beyond, one station keeps you locked in. No matter where you are, non-stop vibes, non-stop hits. This is FlowFM 92.7.
Good morning, Ilorin. You know what time it is. Wake up with us and get your day started right.
We've got the hottest headlines, trending topics, and the music you love back to back.
You already know we keep it fun, fresh, and real. Mid-mornings with us, you won't want to miss it.
We bring the energy, the laughs, and of course the tunes that gets you through the day.
Afternoon on FlowFM is where the culture lives. Music, entertainment, and all the gist that you need.
And if it's trending, you already know we're talking about it.
Stay locked in, Ilorin. It's FlowFM, baby.
The night's young, The vibes are right, and we are flowing past midnight. You ready to chill? Let's go.
Listen anytime, anywhere. Stream us live, call us, send us a WhatsApp message. We're just a tap away. Flow FM 92.7. My music, my radio.
You find past sunset for quite a sky. Flow FM they play, I no go lie. Your ways they move to the rhythm, my supply. Be sweet for body, or more, I no fit deny.
Turn me on with the melody. Flow FM, you be remedy. No station fee compete, you be energy when the DJ drop. I'm needing time.
Flow it up, flow it up. Ilorin no they stop, never stop. 92.7 turn it up, light it up. Flow FM, baby, body non stop.
Boy, you sweet like we can groove. Flow FM they play, I like your move. It be like say you sabi every tune. From Adeyemi to so be moon.
Hey.
Flow FM in the mix tonight.
Hey, Flow FM in the mix tonight.
Flow FM 92, we the rule the night.
Hey, Flow FM, we the rule the night.
Flow FM 92, we the rule the night.
Flow it down, flow it down.
Ilorin no they stop, never stop. We're going like it up and up.
Light it up. Flow FM, baby, body non stop.
Never stop.
trying to warn parents about sending underage.
Look, it's not about warning
children.
parents. You see, we treat symptoms rather than the real problem. The real problem is about water shortage, water availability of water
During dry season.
During dry season, rainy season, anywhere, anytime. You understand? And again, the proliferation of wells all over the place is unregulated. I recall recently that Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, introduced a kind of license for wells, because of the proliferation. There are so many things apart from incidences like this that happen regularly. You have other, environmental hazards that come with a well, because the moment you dig too much well, you can what it can precipitate is what you call the sinkholes. You have you have a building that just suddenly sinks. It can happen. When you have all unregulated well digging all over the place, that is just one of the remote, one of the major consequences, and that will be disastrous. It's not about just one person falling into the well. So you see, like I earlier mentioned, it's about availability of water for people. You can't imagine that at this time we don't have a proper system where water can be channeled in a safe mode to every homes. You understand? And really, what does it really take to, reticulate water anyway? What does it take? Nothing much. You see, it will always go back to all those things we keep on talking about, which is that what are our leaders, what are their priorities, in terms of development? Things like that, water, health, these are development, these are the basis upon which you measure the development of a country or a state or a community. So the moment those are absent, of course you have problem. In fact, I think NHSUD about almost 3 years ago did a survey and discovered that about 500 communities, don't have a source of water, that they drink in the same pond where cows drink water. So I think, NHSUD, I was there when that report was presented. That is how bad things are in Kwara State. And most of these places are remote communities. Now, we now talk of town where you don't have all these rivers and things like that. All you have is well, and you have another danger there.
Okay, so first things first, how do we regulate these wells being dug just indiscriminately anywhere? First things first, what do we need to do?
I think environmental officers need to start, where you have wells.
As a matter of fact, Nicholas, if you visit some areas, you will be shocked to see that right in front of a building, right in front of a house, the well is just right there.
And there is
you
no
have
safety.
Little children, there is no safety. You have little children playing around the well.
You see, a lot of factors are responsible for that. Number one, negligence in the part of regulatory bodies, environmental, the environmental officers. There is this people they call woolly. They tend to think it's all about cleanliness of the house, cleanliness of the environment. No, that well issue too is about safety. You understand? It's an environmental issue too. So they should look at it. If you have a well with its parameters low, you understand? You can seal it up. You can enforce the sealing of that well because of safety, for safety reasons, especially when you have minors around the place. You understand? So I think that is something that government should do. But again, you see, like I said, it's the will. Is the will there? Because the first thing that government considers is that, look, if you start sealing up wells, the next thing there will be uproar. If you have money, if you have money, and things like that. That you can't provide tap water for them, you can't reticulate their, reticulate water for them. So their own way of getting water, now you're sealing it up. So that leaves a lot of problem, for any government in place. And one must say that it is not, the current administration is not responsible for that. It's a successive thing. The things that have been happening. If all the government that have been in place have been doing what they're supposed to do, we won't be having this kind of problem. We would have been reducing it, So it's quite a shame, when you go to some of these places, the kind of wells that I used to know in 1976 when we came to Ilorin, is still the same well that is serving people in 2025. that is how backward we can be.
Again, how shameful is it, for Nigeria as a country, big brother of Africa, dubbed. Until now, we still have because the United Nations is so worried about portable drinking water for Africans.
What we have,
Nigerians.
Look, let us be clear. What we have, this kind of wealth, is a prehistoric thing. Not even prehistoric as in it is. It's medieval. Medieval is even there's a bit of modernity in that. Is it because India, even before the colonial ambassador, India's technology is what brought about borehole. If you don't know, it's not a Western invention. It's India. So if India, before the colonial masters, if British came, they have that system. You can imagine what they will have right now. So we are now talking of what we used to know in those days when Usman Dan Fodio was all over the places, and what we used to have in those days. That is what we are still having now. I can't even look. It's not peculiar to this side. If you go to the east, like when I served in the east in Umuoka, one of the communities that make up Oka town, the main source of water was the stream. Yes, we have to go to the stream to get water. In the capital city of Anambra State. That was in year 2000. I don't know whether, in fact, one of the what do you call this thing that we coppers do? Is it CD or is it?
CDS.
CDS, yeah. One of the CDS, of one of my colleague then was to build a dam for one of the nearby community. He dammed one of the streams to make it to make it easier for them to have water. So that is the kind of country we live in, a country that refuses to develop itself. You understand? So it's, yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
What is your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Kola from Jerry.
Kola from Jerry. Good morning. Please go ahead.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
How was the weekend?
Oh, well.
Let me to contribute with what you are discussing. Let me just start with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's very unfortunate that Congo, they have done well and they sweat for it. So they deserve the winning. Unfortunately, look at our Super Eagles. What's it called? The determination are not there. They are not dedicated. It's only a scene that you see. Even when the guy was out there on bench, you can see how the guy stood up, trying to control them. It's very unfortunate. For others, they don't even want that Super Eagles jersey. And unfortunately, NFF has a lot. The blame is to be apportioned to NFF, because when you have an administrator that are failing their responsibility, that's going to be the result. The result or the purpose will be defeated. That is as far as the Super Eagles is concerned. I only pray and I hope the NFF will do the needful to at least correct this mess, and it should stop this mess from going forward. So now going forward with the unfortunate incident that Rewale did. You see, while our portion is blamed to the government of Kwara State, you see, when the government fail in their core primary responsibility, how do I mean? I'm talking about the provision of water. You see, when these are provided, I don't see a reason why one will go to well or water free to go and fetch water. And that will stop what has happened. But when the government has failed in their responsibility, or let me just say, when the government prioritizes their selfish interest above the responsibility while they are in the office, then that.
Hello?
Kola. Okay, well, do we have you there? Okay, please. Right. Thank you, Kola. And we just lost the call midway. Well, it did say that, talking about government responsibilities and prioritizing the needs of the people. I want to ask again, what's the role of parents and then sending their minors, to places like, especially as we move into the dry season, most of those wells will be dried up, so and it's just a few wells around the communities will have water in them, and they will send these minors there.
To be honest, I'm somehow growing very tired and weary of, issuing that is making advisories about things that could solve holistically. That is the simple truth. Because, yes, now, even if most wells are going to dry up, but you can imagine some wells are so deep, even if they don't drown and you fall into that kind of well, the depth of that thing could kill easily. So there are lots of dangers there. But you see, that does not solve the problem in the very least. It's like apart from what what the last caller said, it's not about the priority of government alone. I think it's about the expectation of the average Nigerian themselves. You understand? We want to continue to do the same thing the same way, expecting a different result. That is not possible.
All right.
So I think that look at let's go to Anambra State election. After the election, there has been a spat between Peter Obi and Professor Soludo. Saying that education this under Obi was that and things like that. This was a man that left the place 13 years ago. Now the man came, took the education from 26th position to 1st position. You understand? And now you have a man who calls himself a professor making outlandish claim that the education did not work. You understand? Trying to propagandize, what he shouldn't even be saying as a professor. So now you are going to see a lot of people who are going to eat up that kind of conversation, not knowing that is what is involved in that is what is education in development. You understand? Same way with this issue of water resources. You understand? When we talk about making wells disappear for a better reticulated system of water supply, it's like something from the moon. Whereas it's so simple. You understand? So that is the problem we are facing. So it's not even about the leaders, only about the leaders. Yes, they play a very big role in it. But even as followers, do we even know what we really want?
All right. 0807 777 9927 from Kwara. Moving down to Oyo State, Ibadan, this time, where the PDP held its national convention on Saturday. It was been dubbed by so many people as a convention of controversy.
Yeah.
Here and there. We have the outcome. I think the convention and the people there, decided to say, you know what, Nyosim Wike, you have been expelled from the party. They expelled former Governor Ayodele Fayose as well, and of course they expelled some others as well too. About 10 of them, they expelled them from the party. Well, that convention produced, the new chairman, Cherokee, of course, still confirmed, substantively, Damagom as the national chairman. First up, how do you react to that? Even though that convention was, you had 2 court orders for the convention not to hold, and then the PDP stalwarts are divided. We can go on and call names.
Yeah, let them continue calling names. Let me speak to the issue. See, is the question I'll ask myself and I ask people to advert themselves to is, are the proper organs of the party present at the convention?
That's the big question.
If the proper organs are present and they took that decision, it's a party affair, and the Supreme Court has ruled that issues like you are no longer this, you are not part of our association, should be left to the party. So you see, that is why I have a problem with all the hues and cries about we are this. If the proper body that take decision for the party, we are there at that convention, they have taken that decision at the party level. So for me, that is a settled matter. But again, you see, Nigerian politicians will always be Nigerian politicians. We want to, conflate and confuse issues. And of course, given the level of low integrity, of our courts, you are going to start having all manners of Jankara courts. There is
ruling
one
and statements.
Ruling and statement. Yeah, there is one of them. In fact, as a matter of fact, they are even they are already mentioning the name of a judge that will give an ex parte motion very soon. The man is becoming very popular with all this kind of controversial judgments. And I think that if he has a family, they should call him to order. Because that name is now becoming synonymous with one Justice Ebo we used to have in those days. The moment you can rest assured that Justice Ebo will throw something at you, on behalf of government. So we will not be surprised if that happens very soon.
All right, let's take this call.
Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello.
All right. So, how do you react to the expulsion of, Nyesom Wike, Ameredele Fayose, and then some other party big names as well?
You see, there might be divisions about, some other, but as for Nyesom Wike, and they had it long coming. Look, the thing is, people know that Nyesom Wike is not my friend. I don't hide it, and for good reasons, and at least people have seen, what we were saying from day one. You can't belong to a party. You can't belong to a party and work against that party, openly and brazenly. The thing is not that most of all politicians do anti-party activity, but it's the brazenness, that attends Wike's, activities that every Nigerian politician should be concerned about.
Sorry about you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, please.
What is your
My
name?
name is Abdurrashid. I'm calling from Alagbado.
Okay.
Abdul Rashid from
Alagbado.
Alagbado.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes. And let me start from what your guest just mentioned, Mr. Wike. He's also not my friend for obvious reasons. I don't know if you are aware of the news that broke out yesterday that Lieutenant Yerima was attacked somewhere in Cuba yesterday.
Yes, we're aware of that.
For some of these reasons, a lot of people will definitely be enemies to Wike. Then concerning what your guest also mentioned about if this country is going to change, it has to be, or it is going to start from we, the masses, not the leaders. Like in Ilorin here, for instance, when our present governor came on board almost 7 years ago, I've been shouting. We used to have Kwara Express that was functioning. For some of us who are Ilorin indigenes but working in Abuja, as at then, before he came on board, it was always very easy for us to go to Kwara Express and get to Abuja at a very reasonable cost. But now he has killed Kwara Express and nothing is working. I live very close to specialist hospital in Alagbado. Come to that place now. It's a shadow of yourself. I was even told, because I came into Ilorin 2 days ago, I was told that the transformer was stolen in that place because of low level of activities. I think if this country is going to work, it is the masses that are supposed to take it upon ourselves and put this, our leader, on their toes. That is the only way they can work for us. Because these people, as they are now, they are not ready to work for the masses. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Abdul Rashid from Alagbado. And I think from the voice, you could tell he's the one usually calls all the most times from Abuja.
Yeah,
he's resident in Abuja. Thank you, by the way. It's good to have you back home. Let's go ahead.
Let's take some messages from.
Hello, good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Danielle. And good morning, Nicholas. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Quickly on the unfortunate incident at Revolide. And like the right caller rightly said, you see, we need to start prioritizing our needs. And people in government needs to start doing things according to the needs of the people. You see, it's unfortunate we praise and we glorify people in government for doing, I don't want to say absolutely nothing. But then when they fail to provide the basic necessities for the people, it amounts to nothing. You see, water in this 21st century, should we even be talking of people fetching from a well in an urban city like Ilorin? It is so I don't know how to put it, but it's as if we have taken, we as Nigerians, we have decided to take the lowest as the best. In the 21st century, we are fetching from a well in cities. So that shows you there's nothing's being done in the rural areas. That's the sincere truth. Government should wake up to their responsibility and make sure they provide the basic necessities of life. This is just what we are asking for. Water, shelter, healthcare, education. You see, infrastructure, fine. But for God's sake, these are not the things that affect the common man directly. We need to be serious. We need to define what what governance is truly. And we have to have a template that provides good governance in the real sense of it. Not the propaganda good governance that we brandish all about.
All right.
God bless Nigeria. All right. Thank you so very much, Toy.
That reminds me, there was, I think, under the former administration of Abdul Fattah, somewhere around they call it Fagba, along, the governor came there to do a campaign. And he asked the Bale, what do you want us in Yoruba? I asked him what he wanted. Say, do you want a transformer or do you want water or do you want roads? Which one do you want us to do for you? You know what the man said? I felt Mecca. That they want to go to Mecca. You understand? No, you see, I understand that in the pillars of Islam, but it's not compulsory.
It's one of the pillars of Islam, yes. Visit the Holy Land, yes.
You understand? So that is, you are talking of people who will vote a leader. That is what he's thinking about. rather than what will benefit the larger community. You know, it's just he just spoke. I mean, that was what Tony. I think that's Mr.
Tony,
right?
yes, please.
Yeah, Tony from Tao. All right, let's take a few comments. Good morning, Danielle, Daya, Nicholas. Session that was awesome. How's the weekend too? I'm Mayor from Basin. Well, I disagree with the guest, our analyst, because personally, I think depleted Cameroon could have been easy not to crack for our Super Eagles than the DR Congo, because without Osimhen, we can still qualify at the expense of the Cameroonians. All of us saw it immediately. Victor was subbed off the DR Congo, came for the boys. Plus, in as much as we want to fault the NFF, I also think some players don't deserve to play for the badge. But going forward, I think NFF shares the bigger blame of all of this. Lack of proper preparation when the foundation is faulty. What can the coach and Osimhen do? I just hope this will be a blessing in disguise for our nation football at large. Kudos to you guys in the building for a job well done always. Have a splendid and wonderful day. Comment from Facebook, Mrs. Umar Libar from where he says, we are today doing heinous things and proudly handing over the culture of criminality, wickedness and shamelessness to our children. The theatricals in our polity have become most nauseating. Why is it that in Nigeria, honest people are fast giving way to intransigent, kleptomaniac and power-drunken mediocrity? It is only in Nigeria that people do not accept defeats. They want to win at all costs and by all means, whether they are people's choice or not. It is only in Nigeria that leaders find it difficult to apologize for their wrong acts or resign voluntarily as it is obtained in other climes. Why can't we keep faith in a democracy that we fought hard for? Our time is fast spent, but yeah, your closing statements on the conversation.
The thing is, I would just urge Nigerian fans to take heart. It's one of those things, but I know missing it twice in a row is something very
painful.
It's very painful.
Very, very. 2022 and then 2026 is really hard.
The next one is when?
We missed it, and we're missing it again.
We're missing this one. The next 4 years, we have to wait another 4 years to see if from Nigeria.
2029.
Well, we just hope that we take this period to develop football.
I mean, look at the quality of players that are going to be faced.
All right, honestly, sad.
Oh well. All right then. The views expressed is not in any way the position of FlowFM 92.7 of the staff therein, but is expressed by our in-house analyst and the individuals who called and made comments via Facebook or WhatsApp this morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the analysis. We'll be back to your ears tomorrow from 8 o'clock to 8:30, God willing. Do have a wonderful Monday morning and for the rest of the week. I'm Danielle Shitta-Bey.
And I am Dayo Adeyemi. Have a good start of the week. Good morning.
From sunrise to midnight and beyond, one station keeps you locked in, no matter where you are.